Madam Minister, Excellencies, distinguished members of the Polish and Singaporean business community, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to begin with expressing my thankfulness to our hosts and organizers for bringing us together at this Poland-Singapore high-level roundtable. It is a true pleasure for me to meet you here in Singapore, a country that is well known for innovation, resilience, strategic economic vision, and enormous economic success. This business event is a concrete step towards building stronger economic ties between two countries playing leading roles in their respective regions. Ladies and gentlemen, since ever Poland got onto the track of the unprecedented political and economic transformation at the end of the 1980s, Asia champions as Singapore have been our role model and an example to follow. Today, Poland arrives here not only as a prospective partner, but also as an economic and political champion of Central and Eastern Europe. Poland has transformed itself into one of the most dynamic economies in the European Union. With consistent GDP growth, strong public finances, and an ambitious private sector, not only are we the engine of our region, but we also look boldly beyond this perimeter. Let me provide a few facts in this context. Poland is the sixth largest economy in the European Union and by far the largest in Central and Eastern Europe. Our internal market is over 38 million consumers, and through our EU membership, we offer access to a common market for over 440 million people. We are a leader in advanced manufacturing, research and development, IT and software services, green energy and defense technologies. We host some of the largest logistic hubs in Europe and serve as a key transit point between Western Europe and the Balkans, Ukraine and beyond. In fact, we are one of the most attractive destinations in Europe for nearshoring, industrial investment, and shared service centers. We also invest heavily in digital infrastructure, energy transformation, and modern industry. Dear friends, for Polish entrepreneurs, it's obvious that Singapore is one of the most competitive economies in the world, but also a gateway to Asia and a trusted global partner. Singaporean companies understand global value chains. You know how to scale up, how to innovate, and how to lead. We see Singapore not only as a market, but primarily as a hub and a platform for Polish companies seeking to expand their presence in Southeast Asia. In the same way, I believe Poland can become your bridge to Europe, a place where Singaporean investors, innovators, and exporters can establish a strong, long-term presence. Let me highlight several areas where I see enormous potential for collaboration. First, advanced industrial cooperation. Poland is investing in smart factories, robotics, and next-generation production. We are building strong synergies with Asia's industrial innovators, Singapore being one of the top ones. Second, digital economy and innovation. Polish engineers, programmers, and fintech startups are gaining global recognition. Let us build digital bridges with Singapore's leading innovators in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, e-commerce, and blockchain. Third, defense technologies and dual-use produce. It is a highly perspective area which was identified only earlier this year. In the context of growing global uncertainties, I trust Polish and Singaporean entrepreneurs will be able to explore it in more detail. Fourth, food security and agricultural technologies. Poland is one of Europe's largest food producers, known for quality, safety, and traceability. With Singapore's focus on resilience and innovation in food system, this is a space for real partnership. And fifth, transportation, infrastructure, and logistics. Poland is a strategic node of the 3Cs initiative, spearheading connectivity development in the area between the Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, and the Mediterranean. What is more, we are a key gateway to Ukraine's post-war reconstruction. Singapore's logistics and port operators are global leaders. There is definitely room for partnerships in warehousing, freight, and trade facilitation between Europe and Asia. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, there is no doubt that the world has entered a new phase of global economic relations, a time where diversification, resilience, and trusted partnerships will define success. The Poland-Singapore partnership can be part of that new global architecture. To support this, we are strengthening our diplomatic presence, expanding economic diplomacy, and actively promoting bilateral trade and investment. My presence here in Singapore, the first such visit by a Polish head of the state in more than 20 years, reflects Poland's political will to bring our countries closer. I encourage both Polish and Singaporean companies to think long-term, to invest in one another, and to learn from each other, and to build sustainable, high-value partnerships. I wish you constructive business talks and networking. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
President Duda, if I may.